50,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स हो गए. नाउ ऑन टू 75. मैं रुकने वाली तो हूं नहीं, तो जो लाल रंग का सब्सक्राइब बटन है उस पर क्लिक करें एंड दैट बेल आइकन नेक्स्ट टू इट. जैसे ही नया रिव्यू आएगा सबसे पहली नोटिफिकेशन विल कम टू यू ओनली यार. सबटेक्स्ट और मेटाफर से भरपूर फिल्में हर किसी को पसंद आती नहीं है, क्योंकि मेहनत लगती है, काम जाता है, एक्टिवली कैलोरीज खर्च होती हैं फिल्म देखते हुए. But these stories are the lubricant a brain needs, a puzzle, a challenge to be understood, and invite to rise to the occasion. Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. You're watching a movie review, and today we're talking about Paranjit's Tamil feature Natchatra Nagar Girda, now in theatres. Let me apologize up front for all the mispronunciation I'm going to do. Thank you. Now, let's go to Auroville, Pondicherry, a place I've never been to, but I hear it's a mini haven for creative expression. A theatre troupe is reuniting here after what seems like a small break. As each member comes together to sweep the floors, clean the windows, and open up again, they also bring with them their own stories, hearts, baggage, and demons. The regulars have camaraderie, some even a romantic connection, but not to leave us out. Ranjit holds our hand and takes us within this circle through the newest member, Arjun, played by a very controlled Kalayarasam Harikrishnan. Sorry. Arjun enters the frame and the intended avalanche of visual metaphors is unleashed. What a privilege it is to step within a filmmaker's mind and find a playground, an amusement park with rides, stalls, shopping, all kinds of people, colors and stories as far as you can see, engaging all your senses all at once. So we are Arjun, a straight upper caste man with a very familiar idea of how the world functions. His mother has fussed over him his whole life to the extent of bathing her Raja Beta. A beautiful girl has been promised to him in marriage, and he is confident that he knows exactly how people of different genders, religions, and castes are supposed to behave. As Arjun opens himself up to this alternate universe of caste, gender, religious inclusivity, nature versus nurture is explored. We are the people making the most noise, occupying the most space in our immediate surroundings, unaware, privileged brutes.
Guys, எதுக்காக நமக்கு ஒருத்தங்களை லவ் பண்ற அளவுக்கு பிடிக்கும்?
Ranjit himself doesn't claim to give you any answers through his movie because no one in this motley crew is without blame. For instance, a gay person gets upset at the mention of Brahminical patriarchy. An Ambedkarite woman makes terrible romantic life choices. The film doesn't paint everyone with a difficult life as some kind of hero to be put on a pedestal. Everyone is learning from each other. Everyone's human, continuously evolving as human beings should. I'm realizing as I talk to you right now that Natchatra Nagar Girda can be interpreted in so many different ways. This review will become 20 minutes long, which maybe it should be. But for brevity's sake, let's now move on to the other most incredible thing in this film. To me at least. Where the theatre troupe practices, the space is called something Cine Family, if I read the name correctly. It comes and goes. Throughout the movie, you will see a giant neon sign which says cinema. Why? This is a performance theatre. None of these are movie actors. So is Ranjit in fact talking about the film industry and its need to come together in the face of adversity? My reading is yes. This movie is in fact about filmmaking, encouraging storytellers from all kinds of backgrounds and histories to come forward and talk about how they interpret love that isn't the saccharine Bollywood variety. But also be careful of who we are protecting, which entities are allowed to thrive and grow in the chhatra chhaya of the big and powerful entertainment industry and stalwarts. A cast member in this film is a small kitten, cute and harmless, just playing around, observing, and waiting. Is it an animal though? Or is it a creature more sinister? A freakishly strong predator set loose, aware of everyone's ways and weaknesses. When this beast in its final form comes to attack, unhappy with the way norms favoring him are being challenged and questioned, artists and storytellers will be reduced cowering in their green room, helpless as seats upon seats are emptied, a paying audience too scared to return to watch the show. Some might observe this, in fact, is already happening. The only way for any of my analysis to make sense to you would be for you to go and watch the film. Ranjit plays with form, mixing theatre into cinema, animation within live action, comedy and tragedy. While not cutting you loose, he keeps you close with the help of Ilayaraja, Tanma's music, and actors who look like you and me. Kalidas Jayaraman as Ilian plays a man unaware of the error of his ways, slowly learning. Dushara Vijayan as Rene is a woman ridiculed her whole life for her caste identity, now defiantly standing on her own. Her boundaries might be too strong, her defense is too tight, but that's the only way she knows how to deal with the world. Sylvia is played by Sharon Cillian Matthew, a trans woman who tragically lost her life to suicide earlier this year. In this film, in this universe, Sylvia is not a bichari. She's a performer. She has love. She has a big house, money, means. The film does hit you over the head in places. Some conversation, dialogue, moments, and some plots are not subtle. Dushara Vijayan, as stunning and well-dressed as she is, struggles with laughing naturally on screen, and she's been made to laugh a lot from the very first scene. A kind of maniacal laughter, unafraid, unencumbered. Her laugh is an important part of her character development, but also it is used to explore the follies and virtues of forgiveness. A guffaw that can be defiant one moment and appreciative another.
No rigor, no tragedy.
Friends, when that climax sequence rolls around, you realize perhaps why some of the dialogue and character interaction was simplistic and plain leading up to it. The element of surprise, the introduction of a wholly unexpected new character, is a slap in the face to the naive and silly participants of the play in the film and to us watching outside, absorbing, reviewing, hoping for a better tomorrow for the performing arts. Nothing is simple, no revolution is easy. You're not a rebel just because you put up one piece of art. The road ahead is uphill and full of emboldened institutions ready to bring everything crashing down. I am 100% certain I missed about 95% of the iconography in this film. Why some scenes of the play are at a bus stand, the number of times the color blue, synonymous with B.R. Ambedkar and Dalit resistance, appears on screen. Is Rene's obsession with shooting stars another hint at the whole movie being an allegory for the current state of the entertainment industry in India? Nachitra Nagargirda might not be as dense and expansive as Paranjit's last magnum opus, the incredible Sarapatta Parambarai, but it's just as chock full of symbolism, history, little riddles, and questions everywhere. During this movie's promotion cycles, it's been said that it's a romance that talks of gender inclusivity and explores the idea of love. Upon viewing, sure, you will see all of this in an obvious fashion, but what you will find layered underneath is the actual film. I suggest you go digging. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Natchathiram Nagargirda is 100 Years of Solitude's character Renata inspires Rene to keep that name for herself. Magic realism, foreshadowing, y'all just go watch the movie and you'll know. Thank you for watching this review. Do please make sure you subscribe and click on that little bell next to the subscribe button. My name is Sucharita. I'll see you soon.